In 2008, California rock band Weezer released their third self-titled album, The Red Album. Track 3 of that record is a nostalgic journey down a music-filled memory lane of the upbringing and formative years of frontman Rivers Cuomo in a ballad called Heart Songs. The lyrics culminate in his own experience of turning all of the musical influences of his life into his own opportunity to write, record, and perform music that went on to impact and inspire others. This podcast, similarly, traces the impact of music as it has highlighted and even inspired the life experiences of its guests. My name is Adam Blaylock. Welcome to Heart Songs, the podcast. This week on Heart Songs, the podcast, we have a British band. Please enjoy 3 Jeffs.
Oi! A Chip Cheerio, how are you?
I'm good, guys.
Well, we're not supposed to come into the room. You look very surprised.
I do, yeah. Did your management get you the details?
Well, they sent us a briefing, and then we just hopped on a plane and came here. We didn't really read it.
Oh, fellas. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I appreciate the effort. This is a pre-recorded podcast, so like you didn't have to come
What
to
you
do
mean?
it. You were just going to send a submission.
But
If you think about it, everything is pre-recorded.
I put on all this makeup and these tight leather pants.
Yeah, look at Jeff. He's gotten all dressed up for you.
And he looks amazing. I'm personally aroused. Vela, in the thing, there's a questionnaire. I'm sorry for the confusion. I don't have a show to give you right now because that's just not how it works. I'm so
Well,
flattered.
don't you think it would be better for us to be here?
I guess the short answer is no. No, that's not going to work for my show at all.
The pants are so tight.
No, I'm Jeff, remember? Jeff? Where's Jeff number 3?
Oh, no, Jeremy, cut off my circulation.
Jeremy, you need to keep those buns in those pants.
Oh, the super glue fumes from my sideburns are getting to my brain.
Yeah, why did you get the biggest sideburns, Jeremy? They're covering your eyes.
Yeah, they're Australian.
Oh, are they?
Yep,
That's fascinating.
me. Oh, they're so tight. I got moves like Jagger, Mike.
Don't be confused, Adam. Don't be confused. We're Michael and Jeremy.
Oh, my legs are falling asleep.
We're here to steal your podcast.
I can't wait.
What?
Let's do this.
Oh.
Oh, everyone's so friendly with us now.
Yeah. They don't fight.
I don't think I could fight in these pants anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, if take more than the podcast. You want the chair I'm sitting in? Let's clean this place out. Oh,
This is a nice chair.
No room spinning. You gotta cut these pants off me, Mike.
To cut the pants?
Cut them off.
Fine. Wow. It was like, Jeremy, it was really funny. It was kind of like when you opened up a can of biscuits, and then you open it up, they just start expanding out.
I can feel my legs coming back, Mike. I think I could dance again.
Oh, well, we don't need to dance on a podcast.
Yo, check this out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. The helicopter. Okay. Wow.
Two best buddies are talking about whatever they want. They're looking for a show to steal and treasure to haunt. Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast. Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast. They like to get crazy, talk a lot of trash. Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast.
Welcome to Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast. Podcast. Hey, Jamie.
Hey, Mike.
How are you?
I'm pretty excited about this one, Mike.
I'm pretty stoked too. I get to fangirl out a little bit.
Yeah, this is your moment.
Yeah, just remember Nerdlinger?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, Nerdlinger was a good one. It was-
But Jeremy, I don't know. It hails
guys.
in comparison to what we have today.
It hails into comparison?
No,
Is that
it's
like Star Trek when they hail the next
I just hear people say it. I don't know what it means.
pales in comparison?
Oh, pales in comparison. So there's buckets.
Right. You got to bail out the
boat.
Yep.
Or the podcast.
Yep. So who do we have with us today, Mike?
Well, the
Very
first thing,
special guest.
Jeremy, we're doing Heart Songs.
Oh,
It's
yeah. Yep.
We're doing Heart Songs. It's a podcast where Adam asks interesting guests. It has a little questionnaire.
Well, he doesn't have a guest. He sends a questionnaire out.
It's technically a fucking guest.
It's
if you
not a
think he
guest.
just re-records it, which I don't understand.
Not a guest. It's a good structure. Adam, keep it up.
So pretend like you're not here. Our guest, Jason, how are you?
Hey guys, what's going on? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here.
And you play bass in a band.
I do. I play bass, and I'm the background vocalist of Tired Radio from Brooklyn, New York.
Applause. I applaud this. Tired Radio, a great band that I hold in high esteem. Believe it or not, I discovered Tired Radio.
Oh, you did?
About 3 years ago.
How long have you guys been Tired Radio?
We've been a band since right before the pandemic. So yeah, 5 years now.
So 3 years ago, I found out about Tired Radio because Jeff told me about you guys. My brother. You know Jeff, right?
He's one of the cute
Jason?
Jeffs.
I don't think I know Jeff.
Okay. Well, Jeff is my brother, and he told me, he says, Michael, you need to this band is right up your alley. And he told me about you, and I started to listen to everything you've ever made, and I enjoy it all the time. So thank you for making great music.
He listens to it in the shower
Jeff
while he
sounds
touches
like-
himself.
Jeff sounds like a cool dude.
He is a cool dude.
Some would say Peachy Kino.
Some. Jason, I have a question for you. Now, imagine you weren't talking to us, and you just had to answer this question. Okay.
Okay.
Jason, tell me about a song that you grew up with, something from your childhood that means something to you and has stuck with you to this day.
Ooh, what is that? That Warren song. I Remember You by Warren. You guys
That's a
remember
good
that
one.
song?
Ah.
That's a good one. That gets you right
That's
in
a
the
good
feels.
song. It does. And I bring that song up because I have a vivid memory of my mother having a karaoke machine and me just being like a little kid just belting my heart out into that karaoke machine to that song over and over again.
Did it make you want to like wear leather pants and loose fitting shirts with a scarf around your knee?
No, it made me want to cry, which has been a theme throughout my life, which is why I'm in this punk band of grown men who are overly emotional.
It's how you make good music. It's just how you do it.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's how you do it. I mean, it feels like it's the right thing to do. I'm still doing it, so either I've gone off the deep end and something's horribly wrong, or this is just the way it was supposed to be for me.
I love that. You know, go with the flow attitude.
I try.
Laissez-faire.
Voulez-vous coucher all in moi? All right, I understand. I don't know who that song is, you know, who did that song. We said Warren Buffett.
Warren. Yeah, yep, it was Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett made a song that really touched you as a child.
I don't think he used much emotion, though, more of his bank account.
Second question. Jason, please tell me about a song that you discovered when you figured out what the genre of music you like was, and you would end up listening to the most. So you find a specific song, and then all of a sudden it just made you love the whole genre and took you down this crazy rabbit hole.
I guess it's kind of a cop out because this is kind of everybody's like gateway drug into punk rock, but it would have to be, I guess, Blink 182.
That's a great answer.
Mike, you're wearing a Blink-182 shirt right now.
There you go. I'll go with the first single. What was that? What's My Age Again? I think that was probably the first song I heard just right off of MTV, and that really was my gateway drug into punk rock. So I'll go with that one.
That's great. Yeah, mine was Green Day, which is kind of like just right next to Blink.
Yeah, it probably could have been that for me too, but I'm gonna stick with Blink.
That's fair enough. Yeah, Jeremy's mentioning my shirt. It's the shirt I got at the Blink show when they were here last year in Orlando.
The one more
Very
time.
nice.
Yeah, I got to see them before. It was the first show of the tour.
I've only seen them once. They played out here by me when I was a kid. I think it was 2001, and it was that joint Blink-182 Green Day
Jimmy Eat World
tour that they had going on. Yeah. And then actually,
Pop
I saw
Disaster
Mark
tour.
Hoppus. Pop Disaster. That's right. Saves the Day was on our date too, so it was pretty awesome. And then I saw Mark Hoppus actually for the first time since then live. He came down to Brooklyn like 2 weeks ago. He did his book tour, and he came out to a venue out here and just like answered a few questions with his ghostwriter or whatever.
Oh,
It
his
was
book,
actually really cool.
Bassists Are Cool.
Yep. Bassists are cool and get all the chicks.
It was pretty rad. I didn't know what to expect. And my younger brother's still like a huge Blink fan, so he got us the tickets, and yeah, we had a good time, man.
You know, bassists are the glue of the band. They really bring together the drums and the guitar.
You saying your cousin got you a ticket to go see Blink?
My younger brother.
Oh, your younger brother. Oh, I have a similar story.
Yeah.
I had a cousin that was going to their reunion tour.
We don't have to do this now, Jimmy.
Possibly their last tour. He's actually sitting across from me right now. He
We don't have to do this.
went ahead and got himself a ticket. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I see him on Facebook. He's at this concert tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and buy a ticket as well. Turns out he was already at the concert the day before.
Okay.
I love
Pretty
the
cool.
shirt, though. Nice shirt. It's great.
I can't wear this shirt around you anymore, Jimmy.
It just brings up all the memories. We grew up on Blink-182. I just look online.
I took you to see Streetlight Manifesto as an apology.
I mean, I love Streetlight. Streetlight's a great band.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I opened for Streetlight Manifesto back in high school. I was in a ska band. This was like 2004.
Oh.
And they used to play Long Island all the time. And that was like, I feel like up until Tired Radio, the most success I had with the band was my high school ska band.
Oh, my God.
And we used to open for Streetlight Manifesto and Jeff Rosenstock's old band, which was at the Arrogant Sons of Bitches way back when. And now he's huge, which is so awesome to see.
Is there any weird, like...
Oh, my God, their new album. They're finally, after decades, we're finally getting a new Streetlight album.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. They're going to play it this year as they're touring around. They had just announced their new tour, which they do every year, every single year. You can't not go a year without seeing Streetlight Manifesto.
They're hardworking boys.
And so finally, we're getting a new album
That's great.
with new songs. You heard it first.
So do you think there's like, there's this like rivalry between Jersey and New York? Like, does that translate into the music scene as well?
Ooh.
You get like Streetlight from Jersey coming over to Brooklyn. Is there any kind of beef there?
No, that's a great question because there always is like some sort of like Jersey, New York beef. But no, it's like, I think like Jersey and specifically Long Island have kind of like this weird like cousin like energy. And when it comes to music, like back in the day, the Jersey scene and the Long Island scenes were awesome. And they were always kind of incestuous. And it was always nothing but love with the Jersey folks. We're actually going to play Jersey, I think at the end of next month. So I'm pretty excited to go back there. We haven't played there in a while.
Jeremy likes to ask, and I'll do it for you, Jeremy. No need.
Oh, okay.
I'll ask for you.
Sure.
So, what's one of your favorite cities to tour in? Like what's you go to this city, and you're like, oh, it's gonna be a good fucking time. It's a good fucking crowd.
I was going to ask him about Israel, Gaza, but sure.
You guys are down in Florida, right?
Yeah,
Every time
yeah.
we come down to Florida, it's a fucking dope time. Specifically, Orlando. Are you guys familiar with the Dial Drive boys?
No.
So they're like a pop punk band out of Orlando. Just great dudes. And they put on like a little festival every year called the Sanford Punk Fest. So anytime we go down there, like around Orlando, Gainesville for Fest, those are just, I mean, the highlights of our year, basically. We love playing down in Florida.
Gainesville, Rock City, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, yes, it's so great. And I mean, when we played our fest set last October, 50 people couldn't even get in. Like it was at capacity and it was amazing. It was like, oh my God, dude, like something about Florida just I don't know, they just fuck with us.
The
and I love
Walgreens
it
is
every
at
time we go down there.
capacity. No more people in the Walgreens.
I think people in Florida, we tend to have more of a like laid back. We're looking for fun. We're ready for anything.
Yeah.
We want to support it. Unless
Huge Jimmy Buffett scene also.
yeah, down in the Keys for sure.
That makes sense. Yeah,
It seems like Gainesville, Orlando is like the music area, and then
Yeah.
comedy is more like the West Coast, like Tampa.
Yeah, Tampa. Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Yeah. We played the St. Pete once or twice, and that was a good time too.
Yeah, St. Pete's beautiful too.
Nicer beaches than the East Coast. We get all
Yeah.
the garbage from New York.
Well, we get all the garbage from New York, all the waves and the sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
The Gulf of America is on the other side.
crystal clear water in Gulf of America.
Beautiful beaches, the best beaches.
I've never been there, but they tell me they're nice.
Nice sandy beaches.
So yeah, what are your thoughts on Israel Gaza?
We don't need to do this.
Yeah, you don't have to.
You don't have to answer this.
I think we could we'll just skip past it. But
I was
I
hoping
think
it'd be
my
like
thoughts are
this.
known just like everyone else. So
I'd hope it'd be like a Jersey.
Great rock scene in Gaza.
A lot of rocks,
A lot of rock.
a lot of scenery.
Whenever we play in Israel, we have a great time.
I'm looking for like a new Jersey Long Island situation to happen out there to come together
Oh yeah,
through
music.
the power of music.
Yeah.
You guys should too.
that would be nice. Yeah.
Another question.
Oh yeah, I guess we should get back to the show that we're stealing questions.
Jason, and also Saint Angelo. What a great last name.
Thanks, man. Yeah, feel free to call me Jay. Most people call me Jay.
Oh, I
or,
like
you know.
that. Jay.
Yeah.
We're friends now, Jay.
What is that?
Friends do favors for each other, Jay.
Saint Angelo. What is that? Polish?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Polish.
I am a straight up. What is you guys are big into comedy, I know. Have you ever listened to History Hyenas with Chris Stefano and Yanis Pappas?
Yes.
Yeah, they use the term for guys like me, the Sauce-Nikis, just full-blooded Italian Guidos. Like that's my family. That's me. That's Tony as well too. Tony's last name is Truzzolino. So yeah, we're straight up.
Oh, you know that family
straight
was
up
a problem.
Indies out here.
That family was definitely a problem back in the day with
Well.
that last name.
Before we get to the third, I have another question I wanted to ask. So, in your bio on Spotify, I don't know if it's everywhere, but it says your band is made up of a big guy, a little guy, and two medium guys. which one is you?
Oh, I'm one of the medium guys for sure. Once you see us in person, that'll be apparent real quick. Tony's really tiny. Kev's the big boy, and then you got me and Chris, Chris is the youngin'. He's I think like 12 years younger than all of us, and him and I are more of the same stature.
And big guys on drums.
Exactly. Yeah, he's got that
where he
personality,
belongs.
too.
Yeah, he's on the tambourine, Mike.
Right. Yes, Tired Radio has a tambourine in every song.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't go wrong without the tambo, man. We love the tambo. When actually we were doing our first record, I wasn't there for it, but I had heard that the producer or the engineer who was recording it was not big on the tambo, so Kev had to really push for it.
He had to
but
sell he had to
made
sell
sure
it.
he had to sell the tambo.
No, listen though.
Bet you've never heard one like this.
So we made sure there's plenty of tambo on the next record.
We had to sneak in the tambo.
So speaking of like you brought up history hyenas and comedy, I'm really big into the comedy scene, and what I've noticed is comedians are always talking about how they want to be rock stars, and rock stars always talk about wanting to do comedy. Is this something you've noticed?
Right. Yeah. You see, I've seen that all the time. Yeah, it's really funny, and I really love these. Like Ian Fidance has his podcast up here called Being Ian, where
With Jordan
he'll start
Jensen?
to bring in like he's got he had Incendiary on his podcast, who a few of those dudes are actually like I went to high school with. But it's cool to see like that marriage of like comedy and music. There's nothing better than music other than comedy. But when you see them like come together and actually like coexist, especially when it comes to like cross promotion, it's pretty awesome.
Have you heard of the show Right Now with John Goblikon?
Right now.
I haven't. No.
He's the singer for Necro Goblikon. He's got a podcast. He had Ian Fidance on and they were talking and laughing and improving. And then John Goblikon brought in one of the members of GWAR, and Ian Fidance just lost his shit. He was like, I want to leave the podcast right now and just hang out with this guy from GWAR. I want to talk GWAR all night long.
That's amazing, man. Yeah, I love Ian Fidance. I'm a big fan of him. I'll see him all over the city. And I used to love, he would do his stolen valor bit where he would just like walk around the city, and then if he saw just like a random person wearing like checkerboard shoes or whatever, he would just start screaming stolen valor like in their faces.
Because of ska, right?
Yeah.
Because of ska music.
Exactly. Yeah.
Skank for me right now. Do it.
I actually saw Fidance last year. I was walking through the East Village, and he was riding by on his bike with like a boombox, just blasting ska music, having a good time. It's like, that's freedom right there.
Tell me about a song
It really is, man.
that you have attached to, that you're currently attached to at the moment. Wait, no, hold on. Let me start again.
Mike's trying to keep us on track.
Let me read the question. Okay. Tell me a song that you have attached to a moment in your life when you figured out what you wanted to be.
Oh man, that's a hard one. Wow. I don't know. I'll give you one that's, I guess, sort of recent. There's you guys know that artist PD USA? He does like all the YouTube short, all the Instagram shorts and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got this song called "I'll Wait," and it's just I think I found it like 2 years ago. I'm really like I never know like what's new and like what's like out now. I find everything so much later than everyone else. But he has this song called "I'll Wait." And there's something about it that just really like hits me in the feels, and it just sort of makes me feel like, I guess like makes me feel like what I want to be like as a grown man, just having like other people dependent on me and still being able to manage my own emotions and my own feelings. I'm not sure if the song specifically is tied to that, but there are a few lines that make me think of that, or maybe I'm just thinking of the music video, because he's got kids. And I don't have any kids.
They're working in a sweatshop.
Locked up in his basement.
But like, just, I think everybody kind of has their own weird family situation with relatives and stuff. And a lot of the times I feel like I'm sort of
Like
the
Kanye.
glue to kind of, yeah, like Kanye, exactly.
It's really close to this family.
And I think just the sentiment in that song, I kind of relate to, just kind of trying to hold things together for other people that I love. So if you haven't checked that song out, it's called "I'll Wait" by Petey. And it's awesome, man. It's a banger.
It's one of those songs, even if if all the lyrics don't actually line up with your life, it's one of those songs that puts your life into perspective, kind of gives you clarity to think about your past,
Dude, exactly.
present, and future.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, you hit it on the head. That's exactly how I feel about it. 100%. It's a great song.
Those are the best songs. The ones, even if it might just be one line, or like you said, just something you saw in the music video, will always click with you when you hear it again.
That's what's so amazing about like music in general, is just, having so many people be able to like relate to something, to maybe like a song that you had a part in that like, has nothing to do with it, but maybe there's just one line that just, hits right.
Gave my cousin head.
I like how like the people on YouTube, musicians, people like that, they're putting out their songs out there, and then they have the opportunity to blow up, right? I think that's pretty darn cool.
What, that we live in a world now where you can just release your stuff, you don't have all these obstacles or red tape to go
People
through.
can just create stuff,
That's what we do.
Yeah, we're trying.
You were talking about you come across music late, and sometimes that's like a gift, because you find something you like and you go, oh my gosh, there's so much more of it. You start to get to go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, and especially with Tony, our singer, that dude like knows more music than anybody I've ever met. And there's been so many times where I'm like, dude, check this out. And he's like, yeah, I found that like a year ago, and I'm just like, oh, damn, I really don't know anything.
Tony's got the blackest, thickest beard.
Oh, that's not where I thought you were going.
Dude, I know. It's insane. It's insane. He's got no hair on the top of his head, but he's got the best beard I've ever seen in my life.
It's just, I mean, you could turn his beard into a topiary if you wanted.
A topiary?
Yeah, it's like a sculpted plant.
Oh, okay. I was like, what plants?
Shut up, Michael. Get your plant shit out of here.
He's got a beard of an arborist.
The arborist's wish.
It's nice. Yeah, and I've seen it up close, and I can tell you it is just as beautiful in person as it is in photos.
And you guys have been making music for 5 years now, and you guys have finally kind of got your big break. It sounds like.
Yeah, we're finally signing with a record company that we've been big fans of for a long time, and some of the artists on that label are artists that we've been fans of for since we were younger. So we are going to announce it, I think, in June, when we drop the first single. And we're super excited. We played this first single out at a few of our last shows. It's called Your Great Escape. And it's I think one of the first songs we wrote together as a full band the way we are now. And we just can't wait to fucking get it out, man. We recorded this album like 3 years ago.
Wow.
And we've just been sitting on it, reworking a few things, getting the mixes back, that takes forever. So we're just so excited that it finally has a home. And that finally people are going to be able to hear it, because I can't wait to play it, man.
And when are the people going to be able to hear this? Huh?
We are dropping the single, I think, in June 6th, I think, is when that first song is going to come out. And then the album is going to be out in September.
Sitting on an album for 3 years, it seems like a long time.
It's a long time to perfect it, though, if you want to change anything.
But what's that dynamic like, with the four of you? Just one person go, no, we got to put it out now, and the other one's like, no, it needs more work.
Well, I think we've kind of all been in the same boat as far as the creative process of it, but the dynamic is more with all of us individually is, oh, this is fucking awesome. Oh, this all fucking sucks. We hate it. Oh man, this is going to be great. And maybe this isn't so great. And then we go through another period of, this is the worst fucking thing we ever heard. We should just scrap it. And I mean, and especially Tony. Tony's like that up and down when we're recording the thing. So it's just a lot of feelings. Yeah, it's dude, it's been tough. It's been a ride. We actually recorded it around during the same sessions as the EP "Lousy Thanks" that we dropped a year or two ago.
I love that.
So it was all the same sessions, and it just seemed like. It seemed like Lousy Thanks was the perfect progression of where this band is going musically. And it was sort of the perfect step from the Patterns LP to the next record.
Where'd you guys get that album art?
So that was a UK artist named Carl Beasley on Instagram.
Wow.
And Tony had found that cover art for the record, and he just loved it. And he reached out. He was like, dude, can I buy this from you? Can I pay you for it? And the guy was so awesome. He's just like, dude, it's always been my dream to have, my artwork, be on someone's album cover. So, you can just have it.
How perfect.
And, dude, it's awesome. And every time somebody sees that record, they all say the same thing. They're like, that cover art is amazing.
Yeah, Patterns has some really great cover art.
It's great, man. Yeah, so we're really stoked with it. And we're more, even more importantly, we're excited that he's so stoked with it. So
sure.
We're really excited, yeah. And then the Lousy Thanks cover art, I think it was just a photo Tony took during a New Year's Eve party.
Oh, with all the tape all over him?
yeah, and it just worked really well, and we all loved it, so we went with that.
Wait, that was an actual candid photo of him being drunk at a party?
Yep.
Oh my God, that's even better.
Yep.
I see. I love getting the stories behind that stuff. Why this? Why did you guys go with this for your album? There's always a story. And those stories are always amazing.
Yeah, because you did send me that that album to listen to, and I was looking at the picture. I was like, oh, that's pretty creative. They got the tape and probably got it all set up at a photo shoot. Nope.
That was
New York shenanigans.
Yeah, that was a drunken New Year's party. Yeah.
Oh, that's so great. I love how he's shirtless. I want to know why he was shirtless.
He's always shirtless, dude. He doesn't need a reason, and it works for him. He always looks cool.
Yeah. He's got some cool tats.
So you guys are in Brooklyn. Are you from Brooklyn?
So Tony and I actually met when we were 14 or 15. We were from neighboring towns on Long Island. And that's when we started kind of sharing music with each other, was when we were 14. And then I guess around the same time, like 20 years ago, like maybe like 2007-ish, him and I both moved out to Brooklyn. Not together. We weren't really friends at the time. So him and I were in Brooklyn for about 20 years. He just moved to Philly last year, so he comes back and forth a lot. I've been out here in Brooklyn, kind of on the border of Queens for all that time.
Under the bridge.
Jamaica Queens, not Astoria.
And Kevin is actually a Philly guy who now lives in Brooklyn. So he lives in South Brooklyn, kind of near Coney Island, with his wife and his wife's family. And then our boy Chris, who's the young gun, he still lives out on Long Island.
He lives with his parents.
Yeah, he does. He does. He's, I think,
Chris.
That's
we're
great.
we're like, I'm going to be 39 next month, being Tony the same age. Kev, I think it's like 37. Chris is 27, 26 or 27. So yeah, he still lives at home. He's a young.
He doesn't have any diabetes. He doesn't have any blood pressure problems. He's doing
None of
good.
that yet. No, he still wakes up like,
Doesn't need a Blue Chew.
Hey everybody, Future Michael here. So sorry the episode was late this week. I had some unforeseen issues happen during my recent trip to Utah. Forgot my charger from my Surface Pro, so I wasn't able to get the episode edited on the plane there and back like I was originally planning on. Did go to Utah for Dungeon Studios, representing the soon-to-drop Season 2 of Fables from the Forgotten. Perfect segue into who we're brought to you by. Who is Dungeon Studios? Makers of 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons modules, as well as podcasts like The Game, Nerd News, and Fables from the Forgotten. Yep, super stoked. I got to do a panel. I got to go on stage and do 45 minutes chat about voice acting and how you can incorporate that into your fucking games and shit. It was pretty cool. That link, maybe I'll leave a link or find it somehow. I don't know. If you join our socials, then you'd get stuff like that, seeing me go on stage and talk and be terrified in front of a bunch of people and then make jokes that no one laughs at. My Owen Wilson joke was spot on. It's a shame no one thought so. Anyway, yeah, so we're also brought to you by Silk City Hot Sauce. Go to silkcityhotsauce.com. That's SILK City Hot Sauce. And use our promo code STEAL, STEAL, at checkout to get 20% off of your entire order. You can order so much hot sauce, and it doesn't matter. The percentages are chunks of a total, so you could get $700,000 worth of hot sauce and save hundreds of thousands of dollars on hot sauce. Can you believe it? Hundreds of thousands of dollars of free hot sauce? Who'd have thunk it? Steal at checkout. Silk City Hot Sauce. The heat from the street. I don't know. I love you. Bye.
Now, we play whenever we do a music podcast, we like to play a little game. And I have prepared something special. And
It's right up your alley, too.
and we're gonna play Is It Emo?
Ooh, okay.
And that theme song was made by the illustrious and talented William Lanham of William Lanham Music. Check him out on YouTube.
Very nice.
See, we know creators that make stuff that we could use too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read some lyrics to songs. And the whole point is to decide based on the lyrics, based on the content of the song, stripping away the band and stripping away the way that the song is portrayed, is the song inherently emo.
Just based off of the lyrics with no inflection.
Yeah. So just me reading the lyrics, we're going to decide on whether or not the song is emo. And you may know the song by the lyrics, but we're breaking it down. We're stripping it away, Jason. Do you understand?
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
So I'm assuming this is me and Jason playing?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I get a vote.
I guess, yeah, I mean, you're reading it.
All right.
That works.
All right, I have the first song here. Flat on my back in a lonely sprawl, I stare at the ceiling, 'cause I cannot fall. Asleep tonight. No, not at all. Headlights flash across my bedroom wall. The crying eyes open because I cannot fall. In love with you, No, not at all. Walk away and taste the pain. Come again some other day. Aren't you? Oh, God. So, aren't you glad we weren't afraid? Funny how the price gets paid. Walk away and taste the pain. Come again some other day. But aren't you glad we aren't afraid? Funny how the price gets paid. Emo, not emo. Come again some other day.
Yeah, I don't know why you read it like Jack Black either. Come again.
Come again.
I think, just based off the lyrics, I don't think that's emo.
Okay. Jason?
I'm with you. It's got some, I don't know, it feels some like weird, angsty new metal energy under that. I'm also going to say not emo.
See, with the come again some other day, God, it just screams emo. Rain, rain, go away.
I see, for me, like, emo is if he was, like, crying is like, do I love you? Yes. Like, it's like, I love you, but I can't have you. Or you don't understand me, and I just want to be understood.
See, you've said that, and then certain times you're like, oh, that's just a love song. He just wants to be with her, and she doesn't want it. And I'm just like, Jamie.
I think I have a spotless record on his emo.
All right, that's 2-1, not emo, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Okay.
How long, how long?
All right, song number 2. You make me feel like I'm a piece of shit. Every time we're in love, and then we're not. There's no explanation. You're like nicotine. I've got to quit. It's enough to make me sick. Like I'm throwing up in your basement. Fuck with my mind like it's your job. Manipulating me till my heart stops. Twist every word I've ever said. Maybe try this instead. You could stab me in the eye. You could kick me in the face. You could throw me down the stairs.
It's Dr. Seuss
Leave
now.
me in an alleyway. I would not, could not with a cat.
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
Because, baby, that would hurt less. Emo, not emo.
Ooh, Jason, I'll let you take this one.
I'm going to go not emo on that one.
Okay, why?
It just, I don't feel it. I don't feel it. Even through the lyrics, I should feel something about it. If it's emo, it's got to tug
Okay.
on me somehow, and
All
not
right.
in a Kanye West way.
Yep.
But I
Tuck
just
it
don't
with his
feel it.
mouth.
You don't got to bring your cousin into this, okay? Jeremy?
See, based off of what we were saying, based off the lyrics,
You know what? Maybe this will help, Jeremy. It does continue. You could shove me out of an airplane. You could put me off a cliff. You could throw a toaster in the bathtub that I'm lying in. Because, baby, that would hurt less than this.
yeah, I have to stick by my principles. I think just based off of if it was a poem, I would say that it's emo.
Okay. I agree. I think it is emo. Now, this is an artist called Lolo, okay? And Lolo, I am putting in this kind of genre that I've created of like postmodern female pop emo, okay? So like Lolo, Carly Hansen is another really good example of this, where you kind of have like this angsty female lead and like this kind of super emo content in their songs. And it's like poppy, like super poppy punk, or just kind of like general pop rock, right? With a little bit of hip hop influences in there with their beats and their bass. Really great.
Okay.
I'm madly in love with Lolo. She's very attractive.
I don't listen to angsty teenage girl music, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, your loss.
This is like when you tried to get me to listen to K-pop or baby metal.
Well, baby metal. I love baby metal.
I bet you do.
All right. Here we go. How about this? Who steers the ship through the stormy sea? If hope is lost, then so are we. While some eyes search for one to guide us, some are staring at me. But I'm no hero, though I wish I could be. For I'm just a boy, too young to be sailing. I'm just a boy, and my future is unveiling. And I'm so frightened of falling. Emo, not emo.
I don't think that's emo.
You know what it is,
That's
though.
not emo.
You
No.
know what it is.
I do know what it is. It's not emo.
Jason, emo, not emo.
I don't know what it is. I'm going to say emo.
Emo! And I agree with Jason. That's 2-1. Kiss is emo now. Kiss is an emo band.
All he's talking about is that
rolls.
I'm just a little boy.
they're just sailing and they're trying to find their way. There's not too much more emotion than that. And Kiss rules.
He's basically, I'm a little boy, I'm so scared. That's what this song is,
Emo
Jeremy.
as fuck. Yeah.
Emo is fuck.
Emo as fuck.
Kiss is emo.
I mean, they did wear the eyeliner and the eyeshadow.
So much makeup.
So much.
I got one final song.
All right, wrap it up with the
All right.
final song.
And please, again, if you know the song, don't say anything. Jeremy, I know you probably haven't heard this song. Last night, I gouged my own eyes out, so I don't have to see you anymore. This morning, it broke my heart to hear you walk out the door. So I drove a screwdriver through my ears so I can never hear your voice again. But in silence, I can still smell you in my bed. Love is like buying a ticket on an airplane that's scheduled to crash. One-way turbulent ride to an incredible death. Jason, emo, not emo.
I say that's emo.
That's emo. That's you think Kiss was emo as fuck? That was emo as fuck.
That's Tired Radio's emo.
Hell yeah.
Song, that's the final song on Patterns, called Gouge. What a great build to that song.
Man, we actually just opened with that song the last show we
Oh, that's a
We're
great
like,
opener, dude. Get the crowd fucking pumped. You're
dude,
playing
just
some
like,
instruments.
kind of subvert expectations and create a vibe. Yeah, it actually worked real well. It was fun.
I bet
It
it
was
did.
really fun. Yeah, I think we might do that again, actually.
Not a bad idea. All right, and that was Is It Emo?
That was fun.
Jason had fun.
It's a good show.
Didn't you, Jason?
It's a good segment.
It was great, man. I really enjoyed it.
It was all great until John Goblicon stole it from us.
He did. It kind of made me mad. I outed him on Twitter. I was like, John Goblicon, we're coming for your podcast one day. And then he didn't say anything. And then literally, I think a month later, he stole our Is It Emo segment. And I was like, touche,
That's
John
a good move.
Goblicon.
It's a good move,
We
Goblicon.
steal your podcast, you steal our segment. That's fine. I'm totally okay
You
with that.
got
So I guess there's one final question for Heart Songs, the podcast, by Adam. And let's see, what does it say? Let me open it up again. Finally, keeping in mind the experience in the Weezer song, you know, Rivers basically saying that his music is now finally having an impact on his own fans, just like his favorite songs had an impact on him. What do you hope that your Heart Song is going to be, your most meaningful achievement or contribution that people are going to know you for, and why?
You know, that's a tough one.
I make some bitchin' paintings. Hammers and sickles. I use a lot of red paint.
Check out my apple pie recipe. It's pretty dope.
We're starting this new thing where we're turning everyone communist as a joke.
You know, I don't know. So I'm just going to use this as a cop-out and say, I hope everybody just knows me because Tired Radio is going to blow up, and they just know me for being a great bass player that helps write some amazing songs. And that's the only contribution that I could really hope for right now. I hope everybody enjoys Tired Radio and that we go as far as we possibly can.
How far do you think we can make it by playing some of your songs before you get signed?
I don't know, man.
There's probably a date on it. It's after this date.
Mike, all we
Like,
got
the damage is done, right?
all we got to do is eliminate everything but the bass, and we should be good.
Oh, wait, no, we just have to talk over it while it's happening. Oh, we'll just
you'll
critique
be fine.
Tired Radio
Make
songs
it transformative.
in front of Jason. We can,
As long as it's transformative, exactly.
you know what? I like what you did there with the ba-doom, doom, boom, boom. I like that.
In terms of service, yeah.
Well,
like-
so as your contribution, if that's what you're hoping, you can already mark it down in your book that there's one podcast out there at least that feels that way. So
Hell yeah, man. I love it. Yeah, I'm on my way.
this was great because Mike told me about you coming on yesterday, and Mike, you know, he's trying not to fangirl too much, but he is a huge fan. And so this is really cool to see it all come together.
Well, we can't announce the label, which sucks. Okay,
We can't, but one of the other bands that Mike you love is on there.
you're going onto a label with my all-time favorite band. I'm sure you can guess which one it is.
Hell yeah. I think I can.
Yeah, and I got to see them. They came to House of Blues 2 years ago. I got to see them. Man, there was a fight during their like main song that everyone likes to say, see them for, and there was a fight, and this guy's like, I don't think I can't even say the song name. Probably,
No, probably
give too
not.
much away. Let's say the song name was called Garbage Cans. And he's like, "Oh, not during garbage cans." The guy behind me.
That is hilarious. That's so fun.
The lead singer's like, "Can we not fucking fight? We're not children anymore."
It's not that type of song.
Well, I'm psyched that you're psyched, man. And thank you so much for just like even like being a fan of the older stuff too, man. We always like, I know like a lot of bands are always like, oh, we're so excited when people like our music and like come and hang out, but like, no, we mean it. Like we can't believe that people are into this. And whenever we play shows in Florida, you guys got to come and just hang out, have a drink. I think so many of our personal friends have become people that are just that have been into this band, and we just vibe with people who are real. And yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to the next coming year. And if you guys have to come to Fest, man. Fest is so much fun if you haven't been there.
That's in Gainesville.
Yeah, come out to Fest this year.
If you're gonna be there, just let me know. I'll come.
We'll hand out merch.
I won't say officially, but there's a good chance we'll be there. And the comics there are always great too. They always have a great lineup of comics. So
Nice.
you guys got to come through.
That's what I'm saying, man. Music and comedy, they just mesh. That's how we make a lot of our friends that we're making through comedy doing this podcast. We're finding a lot of cool people that just love the show, and they just hang on and keep hanging out with us and giving us ideas. And I feel like we've really grown relationships with these people.
It's awesome, man. I mean, that's how like you fostered a scene like back in the day. I mean, it was like all my friends now that I have as adults were like people who just kind of like were into my band or into music when we were kids, and like we all just kind of hung out together. So to have that at this age, you know, when you're knocking on middle age is pretty cool.
Are there any like in the scene? Are there any comedians that you guys like to kick it with, or you like to kick it with?
I don't have too many comedian friends. My wife is friends with Brendan Sagalow, and he's been nice enough to he wore our shirt on an episode of Are You Garbage, which as fans we all like really geeked out about. That was awesome.
You talk about Sag Daddy?
Sag Daddy the God, baby. Yeah, he's a fellow Long Islander too, man. That guy is so funny, and just watching him like blow up within the last few years has been so cool.
Well,
Yeah,
just
I-
remember, friends do stuff for each other.
He is really funny. I've seen him. He's recently been going around with Dan Soder, and seeing him on like he always makes YKWd or Legion of Skanks really fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Soder's one of my favorites too. I went to his HBO taping.
Oh, that's dope.
A few years ago. Yeah, man, he's great. That's the thing about being up in New York, man. Is I mean, any night of the week you can go out and just see, you know, some amazing comic working on their set, and to like a room of 20 people. So if you're into like the inside baseball sort of aspect of comedy, there's no better city than New York. You know, I must have seen Mark Norman like 5 times just go up on a Tuesday night with like a notepad trying out new stuff, and it's really cool and it's inspiring. Like as a creative to watch somebody go through that process, it's awesome, man. I really love it.
Dane cooks in that coffee shop.
I get to go up. I get to go up there a few times a year, and was it the last time I was up there? I got to go into the cellar and see Jim Norton working on material. And I
Yeah,
was like,
that's awesome. I grew up a big O&A guy. So,
Opie and Anthony, baby. That's
it was
where it's
always
at.
awesome. Yeah. I used to see, Greg Giraldo just like walking around McDougal Street.
R.I.P.
Yep.
And it was always really cool. Yeah, man. Yeah. And yeah, even before Shane Gillis popped off, you know, we would go see him all the time. Yeah, it's cool, man. It's really cool. It's like you know, so many of these people feel like untouchable and inaccessible, but I mean, when you're in New York, they're just always around. Big J is one of my favorites, and
Big J
you
Okerson.
just see him all the time. Yeah, just see him all the time, just chilling and shit. And he's always like been really cool and really nice to everybody. So
Get some fingers
So,
on
yeah,
your
it's
gloves.
Well, he's one of those cool. He's one of those guys I really appreciate it. Is after a show he'll hang out, smoke a joint with everybody for like an hour,
exactly.
and just shoot the shit with
Yeah,
his fans.
yeah, and it's cool. Yeah, and I mean, not that like Tired Radio is like a big band or anything, but I mean that's always been our favorite part too. Is just go smoke a cigarette with, whoever hangs around afterwards, have a drink and shit like that. And I feel like that's one of the ways like comedy and music are kind of similar. I really think that.
Well, the cool thing is you probably owe most of your success to us since we promoted you like a year ago. So
Of course,
Oh, was
of
it
course.
just saying, like, there's a very good chance that it may not have happened. I'm not saying it's true 100%, but I think we may have contributed. So we're friends of the band forever. You owe us something.
There you go. You're part of the Tired Radio camp for sure, man.
Hell yeah. Your music got me through a very rough time during a part of my life. I'm sure, based on the content of your music, you could probably guess it was divorce.
Yep.
But wow, I mean, Down in Flames, probably one of the most relatable songs that I have ever listened to, like in a certain time. Like if I had to answer one of these questions, what's a song that you listened to during a time in your life? It would be Down in Flames during a very rough time that was very soothing, that song. And there's very few lyrics I would ever get tattooed on my body. But the line, I'll be here till I'm not here, is such
That's
a
a great
powerful,
line.
yeah, it's such a fucking good line. And, Tony, what a great lyricist, if he did happen to come up with
He
that
really
line.
is.
But
Yeah, that's all Tony, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, to hear that, man, that's so fucking awesome, dude. I'm really glad that we could, help with a little bit of comfort in such a insane time.
Yeah.
And people come up and they say that every now and then, and it just blows my fucking mind that something I have a hand in can make somebody feel that, because that was me. Like I was always the kid, like, going up to the artists I love, being like, dude, like, this song like got me through something so big, and to know that something I have my fingerprints on can do it to somebody else, it's just fucking mind blowing, and that means so much to me that you found that comfort in that, man. So thank you for sharing that. And yeah, Down in Flames, I'll say, is personally my favorite Tired Radio song too. It's my favorite to play live. Every time I do my spot for 2 years in a row now, my Spotify Wrapped number one song has been Down in Flames by my own fucking band.
Hashtag humble
There's
brag.
something about that song I love so much.
Yeah. There's I think we all have done something. Anyone can equate to something beautiful that they've made that they love looking at because they find it so beautiful and they made it. It's like a twofer.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, I think you're right, man.
I listen to the Murder Coaster episode at least once a month. It makes me laugh every time.
We did a good job with that episode. Have you listened to the Murder Coaster episode?
I haven't.
If I had any episode to recommend to anyone, that's the one I send them. It's mostly scripted, and it's fantastic.
I wrote the script. It's something I wrote. Jeremy did some really. He brought it to life.
I made it transformative.
Yes.
Send it to me, please.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We do have one more question that we ask everyone who comes on the show. So maybe you've heard an episode that we've asked this question, but we're about to ask you our show's question, and that is, who is better for your own reasons, Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone?
Take your time.
I'm gonna say Sylvester Stallone because I recently caught, and I forgot what movie it is, but this scene just made me laugh so fucking hard because it was so just so ridiculous. He was driving in his truck like a big rig. I don't know what the movie was.
Over the
He was
top.
driving his truck. Yes, and his kid was next to him, and he was just like doing fucking like tricep extensions in a like on a machine in the cab of his truck. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that scene?
He's a professional arm wrestler who travels the country arm
Yes.
wrestling for money.
Yeah, exactly. He just had like this makeshift fucking this tricep machine in his truck that he just does while he's driving, man. It made me laugh so goddamn hard. And that's for that reason I'm gonna go with Sly.
Who are they to protest me, huh? Who are they? Unless they've been me and been there and know what the hell they're yelling about.
All right, that's a Sylvester Stallone for Jamie.
I appreciate your input.
That's 2 today you've gotten.
I love that over the top movie. It really is over the top. The whole premise is
So over the top.
his son runs away. His son is with a single mom, his ex-wife, and they live with her rich dad. And the rich dad controls their life. And the son's like, screw this, I'm going to go be with my dad. So Sylvester Stallone is teaching him about life while going bar to bar, arm wrestling for money. And then he eventually takes on the rich dad and his army of goons and physically takes them out with his big rig and his strong arms.
Wow.
It's incredible.
So
it's incredible.
relatable.
So relatable.
Did he write that one
Exactly.
too, Jeremy?
He wrote Rambo, he wrote Rocky, and he wrote Cliffhanger. He might have wrote Over the Top.
Well, if it was a successful, funny movie, probably not.
Maybe Frank wrote that one. Frank Stallone.
Yeah.
Frank's a gem. All of his music is great.
Oh my God, what a talented family.
We're going to get him on. Frank Stallone.
It's the Italians, man. They got something special.
We do. We sure do. Yeah.
Well, Jason, we really appreciate you coming on the show today. This has been a wacky, wild ride, and we really appreciate you.
Thanks a lot, guys. I had a lot of fun, and thank you again for the kind words about the songs, man. It really means so much to me.
And feel free to, get with your wife and get us in touch with Brendan Sacolo.
Yeah, actually, let's keep in touch for sure.
Yeah, Mike just got half a heart on when you said that.
What? I did?
The table lifted a little bit.
I really should wear pants. I know I tell everybody no video, but that's mostly for me.
They owe him some merch for sure. So,
Mike, that was a lot of fun.
We have been Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast.
He's such a nice guy, Jason.
Jason's such a great fucking guy. You can find us in all the places. Hey, follow us on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and, shoot us some 5 stars. Comment on some stuff. We love hearing from you guys. We have a Patreon page. It's MJ. We have a Patreon page.
You're still starstruck.
Patreon.com/MJSYVERSE. MJSYPOD.
Yeah, go to YouTube. Like and subscribe on there. Pump those numbers up. We're getting closer. I want to get that 100 subscribers.
Yeah.
That's the goal, and then
Let's
we'll
start
go
with
from
100.
there. Yeah.
Let's do that. And then the world is our oyster, our moon,
Ooh,
to the oyster and back.
the cow jumped over the oyster.
That's right. I oystered that woman. We have a phone number. It's 903-287-0660. You can leave a phone call voicemail or a text message on that phone
Who's
number.
your favorite band? What's your favorite Tired Radio song?
Yeah.
Tell us.
How did Tired Radio touch you? Or your cousin?
In the mouth.
I gave my cousin head. I gave my cousin head. So stupid. Oh my God.
He's a marketing genius.
Oh my God.
Everyone's talking about him.
You're not wrong. And it's just for all the wrong reasons, but it's still effective. That's the problem.
Attention seeking is currency too, Mike.
There's going to be people that want to hear him say that and listen to his stuff, and he gets paid for it.
He's gonna put it on a shirt.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay. Well, go to Spotify, iHeart Music, Apple Music, anywhere you get music, and look up Tired Radio.
Absolutely. I love you guys.
That was fun, man.
Jeremy, I love you.
I love you too, buddy.
Peace. Bye.
Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast. They like to get crazy and talk a lot of trash. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast.
I feel like we're gonna be friends for a really long time,
I,
Mike.
I think so too, Jeremy. What a great conversation on a podcast that doesn't have interviews.
It's a good thing you didn't.
It was bold of us to do that.
It's a good thing you didn't fangirl the whole time.
You're right, Jeremy. You're right. Adam!
Yes.
Adam, where have you been?
In the hallway, confused.
The whole time?
I mean, if someone stole your house, what would you do? I'm pretty sure you'd sit on the front porch and be confused. I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah, but I mean, we're in your house. You could have gone to the kitchen or the living room. You didn't have to sit in the hallway.
Valid point.
Mike, I think we should let this guy join the band.
Yeah, do you want to join 3 Jeffs?
Do you ever think about changing your name to Jeff?
You know, we do need a third, Jeremy, for 3 Jeffs.
3 cute Jeffs?
3 cute
Only
Jeffs.
if I can spell it with a G.
Absolutely not.
No, that could be the one. It's like, it's like,
like the Ringo.
It'd be like ZZ Top. We got the 2 beards, and he doesn't have a beard, but his name is Beard.
Well, Adam, we're all done with your podcast. We had a blast on it today. We took it to the next level for you. If you want to maintain it, it's up to you. But here you go. It's all yours.
Oh, it's so much heavier.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Yes.
Mike, do you think that now we're gonna get in touch with Brandon Sagalow?
I mean, potentially. We have an in now.
You know that my problem with bass players?
What's that?
They're always getting the chicks, Mike. Historically, they always get the chicks.
Yeah, Jeremy, that's the problem I'm having is that Florida's filled with so many bassists that I just can't get a girlfriend. What do you think about that, Adam?
I've been a bassist for a long time, and I don't remember being the one getting chicks, so I gotta talk to your friends. Good Lord.
Yeah, sounds like you were doing it wrong. Oh, you weren't in Florida, were you?
No, there was the
Yeah,
problem.
There you go.
You ever tried playing it with your tongue?
Nope. Gonna have to give that a try.
You gotta lick the chords.
It's the sound it makes. You lick a audio cord.
That is ASMR heaven. I'm just
What is it?
slowly shitting my pants listening to it.
We had fun.
It was. It was fun.
I'm tired of the radio, Mike.
You're tired of it?
Mhm.
Yeah, why?
That's why I tuned into Tired Radio.
Oh, that's right. I see what you did there.